What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today I got another small little knife sale for you guys. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I'd love to have you here. Let me know what you have in your pockets today down in the comments. Love hearing from you. So we're going to run this just like any other old knife sale. I'll leave all the information down in the description. My email, it will be first come, first serve by email. If there's more than one person interested in a certain knife, I will give that first person the first chance, give them a little bit of time. If they ultimately don't answer or decide they don't want it, we'll move on to the second person within a certain amount of time. We'll use PayPal and Cash App and that sort of thing. I will have the knives down in the description along with the sale price, possibly the full retail price. We'll see about that. I will do my best to keep them updated if anything sells. Before even starting the video, we did have 4 or 5 of them sell to somebody who was interested in some different knives. So we'll kick the video off with the Spyderco SpyOpera here. This is a Lion Steel collaboration. Coming in M390, it's got their satin finish on it. Spyderco's trademarked hole. We have their mid-mounted backlock there. This has a fantastic detent. Love this knife. It's one of my favorite gentleman style knives. I think it's a clean profile. It's got a great blade shape for just day-to-day work. We have a deep carry wire pocket clip with brown smooth micarta. Fantastic looking knife in my opinion. Hate to see this one go, but sometimes things must move on. Full retail is around 200 bucks. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one at 140. Next up, we have the Designs Oni XL. We have a stonewashed Tanto blade, cutout, and that massive front flipper for deployment. Nice and snappy action. Definitely someone who likes top flippers, front flippers, or just unique knives, but 14C28N on the blade steel. I always called this the banana. We have yellow G10, nice little Designs style pivot, and then we have a deep carry reversible clip. This one retails for $60 and it is going to be sold for $40. Now there are going to be several more budget-ended, more affordable knives. If somebody wants more than one, just let me know in the email, whether it's in the subject line or in the email itself, and we can group some knives together. That is not a problem, but full retail is $60 down to $40 for the Designs Oni XL. Next up, we have the Vased Mini Lab, I believe this is, and this has 14C28N, nice satin finish, drop point blade, flipper tab for deployment, nice snappy action. This is a titanium frame lock with a titanium clip and backspacer. This one is going to retail for 70 bucks, and we're going to drop that one down to 50 for the sale. Next up, we have the Kizer Sheepdog Blackwash 154 cm blade. Love that cleaver blade. Cut out for deployment. Incredibly snappy action. Drop shot action is phenomenal. We have black and white micarta for the handle material, deep carry clip. I mean, it is a sheepdog, but this one is this is one of the best sheepdogs. This is the mid-size. Usually full retail for that knife is somewhere around 50 to 55. We'll go ahead and do that one for 35 on the sale. And before I forget, most all this stuff should come with the box, especially some of the more expensive stuff. If it doesn't, I will let you know, but I think everything has the box that it came in. Next up, we have the QSP Hedgehog, one of the best affordable slip joints on the market. This has a satin finished 14C28N sheep's foot style of blade, but it has a beautifully pokey tip. It is a fingerprint magnet though, so you'll have to bear with that. Nice long pull. We have green micarta. the fit and finish on QSP's slip joints is top notch, especially considering the price point. The walk and talk is just phenomenal. Absolutely doing a phenomenal job with their slip joints. So if you want in on a fantastic slip joint for a great price, these are usually around 60 bucks or so. Full retail, we'll go ahead and we'll do this one for 35 as well. And like I said, guys, the QSP slip joints are kind of a step ahead, if you will, next to all the other companies who put out slip joints in that $20, $30, $40 range. QSP has a leg up on them, no question about it. Next up, we got the VOSTEED Thunderbird, and yes, the button lock is absolutely solid on this guy. We have a black washed M390 blade here, cut out and fuller for deployment, along with a front and rear flipper tab. And then we have the blue and black G-Mascus. We have a brass backspacer with a hidden lanyard post, VOSTEED's standard deep carry clip, and it will be reversible with a lefty filler tab there. This one is coming in full retail at $135, and we're going to go ahead and do this one for $100 out the door. And this is, for all intents and purposes, pretty much brand new. Been carried a couple of times maybe, and then cut some paper, but most of these are going to have factory edges on them and very limited carry. The Thunderbird is definitely a fantastic size and going to be a great EDC knife. Coming in that M390 with the blue and black G-Mascus, $135 down to $100 for the sale. Next up, we got the CJRB Bowie Pyrite satin finished RPM 9 blade. We have a fuller for aesthetic, dual thumb studs for deployment. This has a great spring in there, very satisfying deployment. Button lock action. We have a wood onlay here with a steel bolster. Love the aesthetic of this knife. Open construction, deep carry clip. Won't be reversible on this particular model, but they did do reversible clips on various models. This one retails for $80. We're going to go ahead and drop it down to $50 for the sale. That's the new Bowie Pyrite. Next up, we have the Tuya Mut. This thing is coming in S90V. We have this nice low drop point modified sheep split style blade, very Colin Mason Pierre, and that is because it is designed by Colin Mason Pierre with a little bit of help from Dave Warren. We have a rear flipper tab and a cutout, extremely snappy, great detent on this thing. We have a fully titanium handle, backspacer, and pocket clip, and then a carbon fiber inlay on both sides. It is going to be a bolster style lock, not quite your typical exposed frame lock, but not quite a typical bolster lock either. It's kind of in the middle, but going to act more like a bolster lock. Like I said, nice and snappy, great mid-size style knife here in S90V. This one retails full price for $250. We'll drop it down for the sale to $175. The only knife left from the last sale, we have the Finch ROADRUNNER, and this is going to be coming in 154 cm. We have that nice stiletto style blade. We have steel bolsters and basically a red wood inlay on both sides. We have a nice milled steel clip. This is going to be a bolster style lock, and it has very good action, and this is going to be a more full-size knife for sure. We have that long pokey blade, and then this can be front flipped as well. If you mess with it, you'll be able to get it, but definitely going to be more of a rear flipper. This one is coming in at $145 full price. I'm going to drop it down from $90 to $85. That'll be the sale price, $85 out the door for the Finch ROADRUNNER. Next up, we have the Kershaw Leek retails for 50. Going to drop this one down to 30 bucks shipped. We have that snappy assisted action coming in 14C 28N. We have thumb studs and a rear flipper tab for deployment. It's going to be a little bit more snappy because of the assisted part. We have a Warren Cliff style blade. This is going to be a full steel handle, and it's going to be an exposed frame lock. We have a very odd pocket clip here in Kershaw Leek fashion. Then we have a steel backspacer there. Kershaw Leek is definitely an icon for Kershaw, and in the knife world, we're going to do that one. Full retail is 50 and drop that one down to 30. And next up, we have the Microtech Ultratech here. And this is coming with the two-tone M390 drop point blade. This is going to be the straight edge version. Very, very good condition. We have the red aluminum handle here. Very good condition. And then here you can see the year and date, 6/2021. There's the serial number as well. But this is ultimately in very good condition. These are coming in full price at $325 for the two-tone and red aluminum. Gonna knock $75 off this guy and put it down to $250 for the Microtech Ultratech. And like I said, I did have some other ones, but those are gone, so no reason to bring them up. If you email me, I will most likely be able to respond pretty quickly. So no fear on that part. If you're interested in something, shoot me an email and I should be able to respond to you fairly quickly. We'll go ahead and go from there. But like I said, guys, I will link everything or leave everything down in the description. My email, what forms of payment, the knives, and the price of the knives. And ultimately, I may have some other stuff for sale as well. But we'll see about that. So go ahead and shoot me an email if you find something interesting here. Otherwise, guys, that'll wrap up this knife sale. I will catch you guys on the next one.